Okay, since this is your first class in this morning, I'd like to have Kak Nino to lead the prayer, please.
Are you ready, friend?
Yes.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God,
Beautiful morning.
for the beautiful morning.
Let us please.
Would like to study?
Us please.
Bless us, please. Amen. Okay, thank you, Kak Nino. Okay, friends, as usual, the rule is you have to keep your microphone silent, but you have to open your camera to respect others and to make sure that you are focusing in the lesson. Okay, all right. Well, friends, yesterday I have sent you 2 videos about speed. Yeah. Now, what is speed in bahasa actually? What is speed in bahasa?
Kecepatan.
Kecepatan. Yes, that's correct. Okay. So, what has speed? Of course, thing, right? Of course, thing. But is it the was it quiet or silent or stagnant thing, or is it a moving or dynamic thing? Is it moving or stopping? That's my question. Yeah. All right. I will show you this toy car. Yeah. All right. Does this toy car have speed? If it is moving like this,
No.
does it have speed? No.
No.
Why? Now let's take a look at this one. Okay. Now,
Because
does it
it's
have
not moving.
Okay, how about this one? Does it have speed?
Yes.
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 Okay. Why does it have speed? Why does it?
Because the thing's moving.
That's very good. The thing is moving. Okay. Can we have speed?
Yes.
Yes. When do we have speed?
When we moving.
When we move. Okay.
Walk.
When we walk. That's right.
When we run.
Yes, when we run. That's correct. Okay, thank you. Good. Okay. Now speed. We can count the speed using something. I have mentioned it in my video. What thing can we use to count the speed or to know the speed of a moving thing? Raise your hand if you know.
Speedometer.
I heard someone saying something. What thing can we use to know the speed of something? Yes?
Speedometer.
Yes, that's correct. Speedometer. A speedometer. Now, please open your book on page 46. Page 46. So a speedometer basically records the speed of the moving objects. On page 46, there are 3 speedometers, and they record the speed of the vehicles. Okay, vehicle A, vehicle B, and vehicle C. Now let's take a look at picture 1A, speedometer A. What is the speed of vehicle A?
70.
70? 70 kilometer per hour. So it means that every 1 hour, vehicle A can move 70 kilometer far. Okay. Now take a look at speedometer B. What is B's speed? How fast can we move in 1 hour?
100. 100.
100 kilometer per hour. Okay,
Per
so
hour.
vehicle B, in 1 hour, vehicle B can move 100 kilometer. Okay, how about C? How fast?
90.
Sorry,
90.
are you sure? 90?
60.
60. Yes, 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, so we can answer number 1A. Speed of A is 70 kilometer per hour. Speed B is 100 kilometer per hour. And speed C is 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, you can check in the chat. Yeah. Miss, what does km per h stand for? Is there anyone who knows? What does km per h stands for?
Remake.
Huh?
60 kilometer.
60 kilometer. And then what is per h?
No.
Yes, per hour.
Hour.
So km/h, you read it as kilometer per hour. It means that that vehicle can move blah 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 kilometer per 1 hour, in every 1 hour. Okay, now let's take a look at number B. Okay, all right. The more number that you have in the speed, it means it is the faster. It is faster. Okay, for example, I walk, and my speed is 5 kilometer per hour. I run, and my speed is 10 kilometer per hour. Which one is faster? Is it 5 kilometer per hour or 10 kilometer per hour?
10 kilometer per hour.
Good, 10 kilometer per hour. Because in the same 1 hour, I can have longer distance. Okay. Now let's take a look at A, B, and C. Vehicle A, B, and C. A is 70 kilometer per hour, B is 100 kilometer per hour, and C is 60 kilometer per hour. Question 1B, which vehicle travels the fastest speed? A, B, or C?
100.
The fastest, yeah? B, right. Vehicle B.
Semoga.
Now, how about number C? Which vehicle travels the slowest speed?
C.
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 Correct. Vehicle C is the slowest. Okay. Now let's take a look at exercise 1D. In 1 hour, vehicle A can travel how many kilometers?
70.
70. Very good. 70 kilometer. Now let's take a look at E. Be careful. In 2 hours, if 1 hour is 70 kilometer, in 2 hours, A can go for
140
kilometer per hour.
very good. 140 kilometers
per hour.
Now let's take a look at F. In 1 hour, vehicle C can travel how many kilometers?
60.
60
60
kilometers.
60 kilometer.
Okay, now be careful. How about G? In 4 hours. In 4 hours, vehicle C can travel
240.
240 kilometer.
240 kilometers. Okay, very nice, friends.
Okay.
Now let's take a look at exercise 2 on page 47. Okay, there is a speedometer showing the speed of car A. Okay, the first question is the speed of car A is blah blah blah.
35.
35. 35 what?
Kilometer.
Kilometer
5 kilometers per hour.
per hour. Very good. So in 1 hour, the distance is 35 kilometer. It comes from 1 times 35. Right?
35 plus 35.
Now how about in 2 hours? How can you find it?
35 plus kali 35. 2 times 35.
Okay, 2 times or 2 multiplied by 35 equals
35.
Are you sure?
70. No.
70 kilometer
70.
per hour. Oh no, 70 kilometer, yeah, because the question is the distance. Now next, the next one is what if 4 hour?
140.
Okay, how can you find it?
Because 4 times
4 times?
5 kilometers.
Okay, 35 kilometer per hour. Okay, very good. Now, be careful with this one. How many hours does it need to reach 350 kilometers?
6. 6.
6, okay. You guess it is 6. Any other guess? Remember, what is the speed? Yes, 10. What is the speed? The speed is 35 kilometer per hour. So, to find the time, we divide the distance.
10 hour.
35 kilometers per hour. So, it is 10 hours. Okay. Now, from here, okay, from here, I would like to share screen, but before I share screen, I'd like to do a simple game to check whether you are focusing on me or not. Okay, open your camera, Milka, Sharon, Veda, Jendra, Alvar, Shafia. Okay. All right. This is a challenge, a kind of challenge, yeah. I will give you a kind of guessing game by counting, but this is the way we play it. If I give a mathematical operation, which the result is odd number, odd means, what does odd means?
Ganjil.
Ganjil, yeah. You clap once, okay? But if I give you mathematical problems, which the result is even, what is even?
Nap.
You clap twice. So for example, if I say 3 times 1, how many times should you clap?
3.
Huh?
1.
1. Yes, because 3 is odd number. Is an odd number like this. If I say 4 divided by 2, 4 divided by 2, how many times should you clap? 2. 2
Clap.
2 are even number. Okay, ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. All right, the first one. 10 times 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. 1 times 11. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good.
11.
Okay, 11 is odd number, so you only clap once. Okay, next. the square root, oh, the square root of 64. The square root of 64. 1 or 2 times clap. You want the square root of 64? 1 clap or 2 claps? 2 claps. Why? Because
4.
yes, 4 is sorry, 8 is an even number. Okay, let's start the share screen. Okay. Have you seen the screen? If you have seen the screen, please type 2. If you have seen the screen, please type 2. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Mama.
Okay, I will draw a magic triangle.
Triangle.
It's a magic triangle.
Magic.
Yeah, it's a magic triangle. We'll write S here. Then I will write Phi here. And I will write T here. Okay.
50.
I have given you this in the video. Is there any one of you who remember what does S stands for?
Space.
Yes?
Space.
Space, good. Space equals the distance. Okay, space. Or distance. Okay. What does velocity stands for? What does V stands for? Alvar, please sit down nicely. Thank you. What does V stands for?
Velocity.
Yes, very good. Velocity or speed. Velocity. Or the speed of moving object. How about T? What does T stands for?
Time.
Time. Very good. In Bahasa, you will know later on that this is the Jokowi triangle. Why? Because space in Bahasa, we translate it as J or jarak. Yeah. And then velocity or speed in Bahasa is kecepatan. Okay. And then time in Bahasa is waktu. JKW Jokowi. Like that. Okay. But here we know them as space, velocity, and time. Okay. To find the space, the formula is V times T. Okay. Again, to find the space, the jarak, the distance, you multiply velocity or speed with time. If you want to find the speed or the velocity, what should you do? What should you do? You should divide space and
time.
Time. Very good. Well, to find the time, you have to divide
Space
Space
space and velocity.
speed or velocity.
Space.
You can just simply write it as fraction like this, yeah? It's also okay to just divide it as this one. Okay, now let's take a look at your book, page 47, number 3. Okay, draw the arrow on the speedometer to show the speed of the car. Okay, the speed of a car is, well, we don't know yet, but we can know the clue. We know that the space is 300 kilometer, right? Wow. The space is 300 kilometer. And then we know the time. The time is 6 hours. 6 hours. We have to know the velocity. Okay, so what is the velocity? How can we find the velocity? Take a look at this one, right?
Time.
Yeah. Okay. So we divide the distance or the space, 300 kilometer, with 6 hours. What is the result? What is the result?
50.
Okay, 50. 50 what?
Kilometer per hour.
Per hour.
Per hour. Okay, very good. So we know that the speed of the car is 50 kilometer per hour. Now how about 200 kilometers? 200 kilometers divided by blah, blah, blah equals 4 hours. Divided by? Again, we want to know the speed. So 200.
200 divided by 4.
Divided by 4 hours. So the speed is
50
50 kilometers per hour. Okay. Right, now the last one. Last one. So blah, blah, blah kilometer divided by blah, blah kilometer per hour equals 1 hour.
50.
Yes, 50 kilometers. Okay. And then divided by 50 kilometers per hour equals 1 hour. Okay, up to this point, is there any question?
No.
No?
No.
Clear? Is it quite clear? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'd like you to open your book on page 50. Yeah, page 50. Okay, number 11. Number 11. So we have to fill in the blanks with words distance, time, or speed. So distance equals, yes, speed times time. How about time? How about time? How about finding the time? What should we do? What should we do?
Okay.
Remember about the magic triangle again? Space is distance, the same thing. What if we want to find the time?
Space
Distance divided by
Very good. Distance divided by speed. How about speed? What should we do? Distance
divided by time.
Very good. Okay. All right, friends. Now my question is, before we end the session, my question is the speed only in kilometer per hour? Or can we use the other thing? Or can we use the other thing? Other measurement. Can we use it? We use the others. Let's say meter per minute. Meter per minute. Can we use it?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct. Can we use kilometer per minute? Kilometer per minute?
Yes.
Yes. If we want to count the speed of a snail, for example. Snail walks very slow, it moves very slow, right? A snail moves very slow. So maybe kilometer, kilometer per minute means that very fast, yeah? Let's say, an aeroplane is very fast, right? We can use minutes. Okay. Can we use centimeter per minute? Yes. Okay. Can we use kilometer per second? Yes, if we want to count the speed of a bullet. Okay. So you can use any measurement as long as it represents the distance and the time. Okay. You can use any measurement. Okay. So friends, I guess this is the end of our Zoom class today. There will be no task today, but there will be some tasks for tomorrow. Okay, so there will be no task today, but there will be some tasks tomorrow. Okay, now I'd like you to open your camera. I will take a picture. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Please do not move, yeah? In 3, 2, 1. Okay, again. In 3, wait, I lost Kinan. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, very good. Jessica, I like your pose very much. Okay, friends, thank you for today. Send my regards to your family.